Hello my YouTube friends. Tonight I'm gonna make a video that might seem odd to some of you because I have well advertised that I didn't want to talk about knives that are well reviewed on YouTube, and this one is very well reviewed on YouTube. But I had a discussion with a friend tonight. He owns a company in Germany. The company is called Cascadi.com. You should check them. I made a video of an unboxing of what they can do with handles, and they are great. You should check them. And Luke there told me that most of his clients own like Endura or not that higher end value knives. And instantly I told him what I really think, and I always said that for knives and for most things in life, value is in the eye of the beholder. That is really what I think, and this video is to prove my point. This knife is $100 knife. I have knives that are of a value. I don't know if they deserve it by any means, but they are over $1,000. But they don't have as much pocket time as this one, and really they are not as comfortable as this one. And to tell you the truth, if I had to choose my best EDC, I've thought long and hard about that. That would be my best EDC, period. That's it. SOG VULCAN TANTO. That is my best EDC. $100 knives. I could stop my video here, and you will all understand my point. But since I like to speak a lot, let's make a review of this knife and entertain you of why I think this is the perfect EDC, and probably not just for me. One of the reasons that not a lot of people or not everybody owns this knife is because it's not that well advertised, and that is something that I always found strange with SOG. But anyhow, why this knife is my favorite among a lot of them. First, let's start with the beginning, the handle. Handle is Zytel. Usually I don't like Zytel, I don't like FRN. It's not really the thing that I prefer, but FRN, there is no exception. I don't like FRN, but Zytel in this knife is okay. It's not the best feature of this knife, but it doesn't look cheap. It doesn't feel cheap. The grip is nice. Yes, again, and that's not the best feature, but the way it's put together, the belly here, and the feel of it, it makes for a very carryable and very easy to wear. I don't know, really. Usually, again, I like carbon fiber, I like G10, but on this one, Zytel fits perfectly, and that would be probably the only knife that for me Zytel fits perfectly well. So again, it's not really the best feature, but the way it's put together, again, it makes for a very ergonomic knife. Okay, so Zytel, good. Then it's a knife, so you know what, and it's not only a knife, but the smoothest knife that I have. And you might haven't noticed it, but I am filming with my right hand, and I am using this knife for the purpose and the heck of this video with my left hand. And I'm not sure that you have seen all of my videos, but I am totally useless with my left hand. But since this knife is so easy to operate, I wanted, to make another challenge for this video, and that would be the challenge to present this one with my left hand. And believe me, my friend, I won't change a bit that video. I won't stop it. I won't change nothing. I will post it as it comes if I think that there is any interest in it. So let's see how it open. Yeah, yeah. Even with my left hand, it's okay. So blade shape. Yeah, okay. We're gonna spend a couple of minutes on the blade shape because this is something that is just absolutely insane. My friends, this tanto, first of all, let's talk about the beauty of this tanto. I have a lot of custom knives that are far from the perfection of this tanto. I would call it a complex grind. Look at that. You have a lot of lines getting to the top of the blade. Swedge, nice swedge here. Nice. Look at those lines are just crazy insane. And here you have a deep hollow grind of the very best effect. Let me try to catch it if I can catch the hollow grind here. Yeah, you won't find it, but yeah, like that probably. Yeah, you see what I mean. You have an absolutely awesome hollow grind. The shape again is one of the best feature of this knife. The satin finish, the lines on the grind are just amazing, absolutely amazing. Again, I'm trying to catch as well as I can with this camera on the iPhone, but I think that it does it the justice that it deserves. And yeah, you all see what I mean. This knife and this blade shape is just perfect. Look at, it's not a mirror polish, but you see my iPhone there, the reflection of the iPhone. SOG makes just awesome blades. I just love that. For whatever reason, they spoil it with their logo here, the SOG logo, which I hate, absolutely hate. It spoils the beauty in a way of this blade, but really it's not the biggest issue. It's not a problem. Look at that. Oh my God, that is just insane. Absolutely insane. And that was for the beauty and the complex grind, but aesthetically speaking, that was it. Now, what is to say about the function? Man, those tanto do absolutely everything. They are the most multitask blade that I know of. Here, the tip of the tanto makes for the best thrusting. I mean, nothing can resist to the thrusting action here. So for self-defense purposes, the swedge here on the top, and here the strength of the tanto makes for the most excellent self-defense. And that again, for thrusting action, that would penetrate like butter everything without any resistance. So yeah, most definitely a self-defense weapon. The tanto here for the small cutting task like a cutter, it's absolutely perfect. Here at the, let me try, yeah. Here you have a lot of real estate for slicing. So a great slicer, small cutting task, thruster, tactical knife for outdoor purposes. Yeah, why not? You have great jimping here, a nice ramp, and believe me, my friends, the grip is just secured like you couldn't believe. Between the jimping here, the ramp here, the Zytel, the grip of the Zytel, the shape of the handle here, the choil here that you have, this is just the perfect grip for a knife. Even the clip here, you have the medius finger that comes just right here. Everything fits perfectly for, again, one of the best grip that I can find on the knife. So that is just insane. Blade, to finish with the blade, is made in Japan. All, I would say, the higher end finish from SOG comes with VG10, whether it's all VG10 or Senmai. Here it's Senmai, and they're made in Sekiseki, Japan. So yeah, that makes for the excellent finish here. Yeah, Senmai, for those of you who don't know, here the line that you have here is not a blemish at all. That is a Senmai. So it works like that. For those of you who don't know, sorry for those of you who knows, it's a kind of sandwich. Actually, in between the blade steel that you have here, which is, well, I would say 440C probably, or Sandvik, who cares? You have in between two layers of this steel, you have in between the VG10, and at the very end it's only VG10. So hence this line that makes, you know, for the frontier between what would be the 440C or Sandvik or whatever, who cares? And here the cutting part is VG10. That is what Senmai is. Okay, so again, not again, I don't know why I say that. You know, let's move on now with the blade. We talked about the blade, so already 11 minutes, so I'm gonna make it fast, I hope. Here, locking mechanism is one of my favorite. It's not the sturdiest, but it's the smoothest of all the mechanism. And to operate with one hand, again, I've got my left hand. Look at that. Oh my gosh, even with my left hand. Gosh, yeah, how smooth can that be? That is just perfect. So arc lock is better than the Axis, because you have this curve here, which makes for a really... I have hard time operating with the Axis, but with my left hand. But with the arc lock, it's just absolutely perfect. Here, it's a flipper. Actually, it's not really a flipper. So if you want to flip it like that, even if you have if you put a lot of authority, it won't flip. But it's just to disengage the blade. That's just what it does. You disengage the blade, and then you put the wrist action, just a small wrist action, and it's over. So it goes like that. And that was, again, my left hand playing with that knife. You see how smooth it is. You hear how smooth it is. Everything goes just perfectly smooth, like you couldn't imagine. Like you couldn't. And again, really, you should see me with my left hand trying to play with knives, and you would laugh at me like crazy. So what can I say? You know, reverse grip, yeah, what can I say? It flies open. This blade flies open. Even on the reverse grip, you have a perfect grip. So arc lock is, again, one of my favorite. Yeah, even with my one finger, look at that. One finger, it goes like that. You can open it also just by pulling here the arc lock. You close it, you open it. I mean, nothing resists what is it? No, nothing. It can be smoother. That's what I meant to say than this knife. What did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, the clip. As usual, SOG makes the clips that I love because they are deep carry. They're kind of long, but again, this feature is nice because it secures the grip when you have the knife open in the hands like that. You have a secure grip like that. So that's the feature. That's, you know, a feature that I like. So the clip is, for me, is perfect. It is kind of heavy, but I don't care wearing heavy knives. Yeah, oh, sorry about the tip. It's tip up only. Okay, so I know that a lot of you prefer a tip up only, and since it's a flipper, I kind of like better also when it's tip up. Blade centering is just dead centered, and I didn't tell you, but for sure there is no movement whatsoever on that blade. It is rock solid. It is a tank of a knife. I wouldn't baton it, or if I have to go for outdoor camping, I would use a fixed blade for sure. But that would be the most versatile knife that I ever own, and I will own it. You know, if I happen to break it for whatever reason, I will buy the very same knife. I couldn't live without this knife for all those reasons: beauty, multitask knife, smoothness. What can I say? I will stop with that and tell you again that I have again all my customs. I like them because they're great, sturdy, and they have a lot of features that I like, but none of them are as utilitarian and beautiful and whatever you want to call this knife. To me, it has it all. This one has it all, and even if it's not as beautiful or the material are not as funky that other material, I don't care. I don't care. It's not only a utility knife. It's a knife that is really fun to play with. That's probably the only knife, and that would be why I wanted to use my left hand. That's probably the only knife that I can play like that, and every one of you could think that usually I'm a lefty. So yeah, you know what, it's going much too long on this video. 60 minutes is more than enough. I will stop here. Most of you have probably stopped that video already. I will catch you for another video, but that were my thoughts about this knife and in general the value that you put on knives or any item or artifact that you can own. I will finish with that sentence that I love. Yeah, value is most definitely in the eye of the beholder, and this knife has a lot of value to me. You all take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you for another video. Bye-bye.